What is happening, y'all? I'm so tired, I don't know what to do. I've been asleep all day. I have gotten nothing done. Nothing. Nothing. I've just been laying here all day, knocked out. That's what I've been doing. So, today, what are we talking about today? Well, today, we ain't talking about much. But I will say this, don't go to sleep with your windows down because I went to sleep the other day with my window down, and I woke up and I was so tired until I didn't care, that it happened, but I was so tired until so I sleep with the heat on. And it gets extremely hot because this car doesn't really have regular heat. It's got ultra heat. I mean, it gets stupid hot in here. So I have to put the window down. And it was down enough to where a small animal could have gotten in or out. And sure enough, when I woke up, there was a cat that had gotten in the car and was laying next to me, staring at me, purring and carrying on. I said, okay, I guess you could stay. But I guess it must have been too hot for him. He said, it's just too hot for this shit. And he must have jumped out or something, because when I woke up again, he was gone. Aside from that, you wake up with all kind of interesting new items in your car that you didn't know that you bought, even though they're empty. Yeah, that's going to be an episode of what not to do in the Walmart parking lot. Um. Anyway, yeah. So that happened. What else? Uh. Everything's cool around here right now. In fact, I'm extremely tired. Oh yeah. The other more funnier thing that happened. So you remember the video before last that I did when I was talking about Trump and all of that, and I said I was gonna lose some subscribers. I did, and I don't care. It doesn't bother me because they must have been in the wrong place to begin with. I mean, the way I see it, if you found me for a reason. But if you're silly enough to lose me for somebody who lost something that they never won, then maybe you didn't belong here to begin with. But that's just my thought on it. So it's cool. For everybody else, trolls, people that I like, people that I don't like, white people, black people, mixed people, Spanish people, gay people, straight people, trans people, black people, brown eyed people, green eyed people, purple people eaters, whoever you might be. If you on this channel and you watching me right now, it's because you're watching for a reason. It happened for a reason. There's something on this channel for you, is what I think. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure something I'm going to say eventually is going to click, as I always say. And I mean, it must at some point. And then who knows? Maybe the people that disappeared, maybe they found what they needed and they didn't want to hear me ramble on about how Trump lost and Biden is your daddy. Maybe. But I don't normally do those political videos, but at the same time, some things need to be said, and it is what it is. So if you're here because you found me at the right time, and you're in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing at the right moment. Otherwise, it wouldn't be happening. And that's that for that. So I'm going to say this early. If you like my videos, like, subscribe. If you don't like my videos, like, subscribe anyway. Because eventually, I'm going to say something that hits a bell. Better believe it. Better believe it. So, there was all of that, and What else happened? What? Oh yeah, I sold my van. I liked my van a lot, but it had a little mold problem. Uh, I figured out where the mold was and kind of took care of it, but my allergies are just, I mean, you see me doing this shit and stuff. Whenever I'm inside, yeah, it's bad. So I couldn't handle it as much as I wanted to. The smallest little bit, man, just sets me off. So I let it go last night at 1:18 in the morning. Sold it. And yeah, the person I sold it to is quite happy with it. In fact, he's going to live in it. So I feel like I did something right because it looked like he might have needed it. It looked like he might have needed it. So, still in the car for now, but something might happen in the next uh, couple days here. But I'm not sure. I don't want to say yet, just in case it don't happen. I need to go get this hair off of my face. But yeah, something might happen. hmm So just stay tuned because it might get interesting. No, I can say, okay, so here's what I can say. It's going to get interesting. But what might happen, I'm not 100% sure. This could go one of three directions here, which kind of scares me because two of the directions are good and one of them ain't so good, but it'll work. But we'll see what happens. Uh, yeah, and that's just about it. That is just about it. Trying to think if there's anything I'm missing. That little van. Uh, so last week, me and my buddy went to go pick up a van from the auction. I tried to go today and change the plugs in. So here's what happened. So now I could be wrong, but I believe this van might be cursed or something. Because I went to, well, first let me tell you what happened. So we went we went to go pick the van up, the car ran out of gas. And I think that this was a sign in itself. The car ran out of gas, went to a gas station, the gas pumps were out of gas. It was just a long drawn out thing and like just unbelievable. Just unbelievable. We got there, the van was like it runs, but it has a miss and stuff. So I was gonna go fix the miss today. So I go to because I had to go buy another ratchet because I broke my ratchet. And I go to buy a ratchet, and the ratchet that I went to go buy broke instantaneously. Like when I went to go change the plug, the ratchet broke. So I said, okay, I'll go get me another ratchet because I got to do the brakes on the car anyway. Yep. Went and got another ratchet. That one broke. I said, all right, cool. Screw this. So I took it back to the store. Went over across the street to AutoZone and got a ratchet. So I got the ratchet. And I went over to work on the van. I went to go open the hood. This kid comes through between the cars. There's a car in front and a car behind. And he hits the curb, goes flying. Not only does he go flying, but there was this girl walking the dog or whatever. And she was walking right when the boy went flying. And like the boy almost killed the dog. Um, yeah. So I didn't really pay it much mind, not right away. Like, so, okay, shit happens. But when the ambulance came down the street and knocked the door off the car that was in front of me, and the guy that was it was a guy grilling outside out front. He when he set the grill on fire. I mean, it was yeah. I think something's up with that. Uh, I think that van is cursed. I tried to pull a plug out and I broke my extension. I cracked my uh. You know what? That thing is cursed. I'm I'm sure it is. So I'm gonna go back out here in a little while, and now that I've had some rest, I figured maybe I needed some sleep. So I'm gonna go back out here in a little while, and I got about 2 hours left of daylight. That's just enough to change the plugs in the van and uh, put some brakes on the car. Now I'm not talking about my van. I'm not talking about the white van. I sold the white van. It's a little Honda van that my buddy bought up in Philadelphia, and it's got a few issues. I figured out what one of them was, but it's got a couple more issues. So yeah, I was gonna do a whole video on that, but then my damn phone, when I was trying to take a video of it, it would not record. I swear on that, I hit the record button and it cut off. It cut off every time I tried to record anything dealing with that van. Anything. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I believe in the paranormal, but I believe that van has something up with it. So if you listening, you know who you are. Know that that van has something going on with it. So anyway, that about sums it up. If you ain't told somebody you love them today, make sure you tell them you love them. Right now, I'm in this park. If y'all can see that, that's my hand. I'm so tired. So yeah, right now I'm in one of my notorious resting places, doing resting things. And yeah, if you ain't told somebody you love them, make sure you tell them you love them. I'm sure my son is watching right now, so I love you, boy. And see, I just did. See how that works? See how that works? Now you do the same. And yeah, I will talk to y'all a little later.